last year, the murder rate was higher than it's ever been. And so I started fussing about, somebody should call a ceasefire. And then I realized that I was that mad because it was something I needed to try to do myself. My part of it was we should celebrate life. People want to celebrate life in Baltimore. We are not savages. We love life. We just don't often get a chance to remember how much we love life. And given the opportunity, people are gonna choose life. And so it became the first weekend of every quarter, except in May. Mother's Day weekend is when we do it in May to honor parents who lost their children to violence. It purposely does not have anybody's organization attached to it because it belongs to Baltimore, so that each person who does any little thing in participation owns it. It belongs to them. And so the outreach leading up is just about putting flyers and posters everywhere and talking to people about the ceasefire, but also talking to people about how they respond to conflict and what's going on in their lives so we can help each other address the root causes of violence. Because if you're having a conversation with somebody about what's going on in their life, you probably know of two things you can refer them to help. And if you don't know, you can send us an email, and it takes one Facebook post to get 50 million answers to where to get resources for anything in Baltimore. The ceasefire doesn't end because somebody gets shot or killed. We don't look at it as the entire city broke their promise. No. That person did not keep the ceasefire, but we are still asking the rest of the city, don't use this murder as a reason to be violent again. Use it as a reason to vibrate higher. Every time somebody gets killed in Baltimore, we go to the space where the murder happened. We pour light and love into the entire neighborhood. We burn sage to bless the whole space and help remove negative energy, put our loving thoughts into the smoke to carry it through the neighborhood, but then also the actual murder space, getting on the concrete to bless it, to love it, to rub it, to kiss it, to have a conversation with that person that their light matters, that they have not died in vain, that we are gonna remember them, we see them, we're gonna carry them with us in every step of our journey. We apologize to them for creating a world that this is their demise. So it's a way to make it a sacred space and to honor life, but also to really think purposefully about the person who committed the murder and to send love and light to their journey. Because if we don't do that, we're not gonna heal a murder epidemic. I hope that people just pay attention to their part in America's violent culture, because that looks different for different people. And so you can wash your hands of it if you just think it's about shooters, right? But when you really ask yourself, well, how am I violent in my thoughts? How am I violent on social media? When we really think about it that way, we all participate in this energy that says power over instead of power with, and might is right, and survival of the fittest. We participate in that in different ways. And let's say you think you don't, then your life, however you're living it, probably benefits from a violent system of oppression that then puts other people in violent neighborhoods. How are you showing up in the world? What do you think needs to be fixed in this world? And are you just mad about it and saying what they should do? Or do you ever stop and remember that you are they? I was born in Baltimore. I grew up in West Baltimore. So when I was 12, one of my friends was killed and I saw him dying on the sidewalk at night. And then again when I was 14, and then when I was 15. And then it felt like a steady stream of maybe once a year. And then as I got older, 3 and 4 people in a year, sometimes 2 funerals in one day during a year. As long as I have breath in my body, nobody gets left behind.
MPT Digital Studios, web exclusive, made for mobile.